Reach LeBron. Please leave a message.
I know you just won the championship and all, but I need those kicks. Holla at your boy Delz.
I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good? Back up in the building. It's your boy DJ Delz, back with a brand new vlog here at the Sneaker Addict Show. Gotta talk about this LeBron James pack. A lot of people want to know about how I feel about the championship pack that released, that sold out like this. How do I feel about it? Yo, Delz, how do you feel about it? People hit me up on Twitter, and I kind of went in on the whole situation on how I felt on Twitter, but I feel like not as many people follow me on Twitter as they do on YouTube. If you're not following me on Twitter, by the way, follow me, twitter.com/DJ Delz. Because you could have caught a lot of my opinion as it was going down, as the shoe actually sold out in the morning on that Saturday when it released. Basically how I feel about the situation, I think that LeBron and Nike are thinking more or less of it being, wow, this limited special pack. We'll throw in another shoe, make the box golden, it's going to be amazing. They're thinking that way instead of thinking the way that I think they should be thinking, and that is, he won his second ring. Let's celebrate. Let's put the shoe out. Let's put the Elite 10 out that he wore, the red one. You know, the one that we made special for him, the player exclusive. Let's put it out as a GR. Let's celebrate. That's how they should have done it, in my opinion. But they did this other thing where you throw another shoe. Let's make more money. Charge $500 and bam. That's what they did. Sold out like that. Now, some people are going to say, I know, how come they didn't make more if they want to make the money? You know, $500, this and that and the third. I don't understand why they don't make more pairs. If they made more pairs, it would take away from them. Because marketing-wise, this is worth more money to them not putting as many pairs, because the promotion is worth more by them making it so limited that it got everyone talking about the shoe. It's just worth more to them. That's how Nike does. They put out a limited shoe, people are fiending, and then start buying other stuff. Now, getting to my feelings about the pack, as I was saying, I think it's whack because people want to celebrate. Fans of LeBron James, not the shoe, but the athlete, are connected to LeBron by his shoes. Just like Michael Jordan. Like me, as a kid, this was our connection. You know what I mean? Jordan made history in shoes like this shoe. We bought them. Well, I didn't buy them, but, you know, a lot of people bought the shoe. And then they retroed and we copped them, and then we copped them again, and then we copped them again, because there's that history behind it. And we love that, you know? People that grew up when Michael Jordan did all this history love this right here. Love the fact that they can own this shoe and say to themselves, man, I remember watching that. I was with this one and that one. You know, we were eating pizza or whatever the case may be. You remember that moment, you know what I mean, when Jordan won his first championship. With this shoe right here, you were able to get this shoe that LeBron won his first championship in, but you had to buy the other pair to get these laces. It's funny because I was actually reviewing this shoe and saying the shoe would look better with these black laces, and then LeBron ended up wearing the shoe with the black laces, won the championship. So, you know, I had both pairs, so it was awesome that I was able to get this actual shoe that he wore, you know, with these black laces. But you had to maneuver to make that happen. You had to buy this shoe and then that shoe and then switch the laces around. But at the end of the day, as someone who's a fan of basketball, this is a special shoe to me because this was his first ring. And I'm a fan of LeBron James. He's one of the best ever. He's the best playing right now, like it or not. You could argue with me all day. LeBron's the best right now on the court. There's no one better than LeBron James. There's no one better than him. But that's a whole nother topic right there. We're talking about the shoes. Basically, my opinion is they're taking away from the history of LeBron. LeBron is going to break a lot of records. He's going to win more rings. I'm definitely not doubting that. I mean, you know, I'm looking at other shoes right here. Like, we got this shoe right here. The Olympic, right? This is a special shoe. Jordan wore these, of course, in the Olympics. Now, LeBron has his Olympic 10 he put out. Now, that shoe, they had to make it limited. But this is supposed to be a shoe that's celebrating, you know, the United States and basketball and history. And you're putting out a shoe and you got to make it limited. You should be making these GRs. So, you know, later on, a lot of people have these shoes and they remember the history. Look, this shoe right here. Jordan wore these in All-Star games. But you were able to pick these up if you had the money. This shoe right here, if you were lucky, you were able to pick this shoe up. You know? Had nothing to do with the money. Well, it had to do with the money because you ended up buying it from a resale if you weren't lucky. But this shoe right here, you know, it wasn't available if you had the money and you wanted this shoe. So, I think that Nike really needs to start thinking about, like, the future of these shoes. But realistically, it doesn't even matter. It's not going to affect Nike because what's going to happen is they're just going to start retroing all these limited quick strikes later on. They're going to, in 10 years, put out that championship shoe, the Red 10 Elite. They'll put it out, they'll retro it. And then everyone's going to go crazy and buy that shoe, you know. But right now, no one's wearing that shoe right now. Back then, when Jordan was winning, you know, damn, I don't even have that shoe around me right now. But what I'm saying is, perfect example with these shoes right here, not too many people are wearing these, and these weren't even limited. But everyone was wearing these that were able to get these. So, he's taken away from his history now. The shoes and the basketball player, there's a connection with the fans, you know what I mean? Like this shoe right here too, another classic, you know? Of course, LeBron James, we can't even put in this conversation. There's a little shot to LeBron James right there. We can't put LeBron in this category because he never did the slam dunk contest. But this shoe right here is classic because of that slam dunk contest. When he jumped from the foul line and dunked that ball, man. That was epic. You know, this is like the LeBron championship shoe right here. The first one, I guess. The second one, I won't have unless I get lucky. And these kids that are in high school that look up to LeBron James, they're not getting that shoe either unless, you know, they Richie Rich. You know, Daddy Warbucks buys them for them or something like that in that nature. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money right there. $500 for 2 pairs of shoes if you got lucky. And probably you didn't get lucky, so now you're buying it from a reseller. I mean, you know, $250 for your Elite 10s is a lot to begin with, but make that shoe available for the people so they can celebrate with you, LeBron James. You know, they should be celebrating with LeBron James. They're your fans, you know what I mean? So, I don't like that. I think it's whack, and he needs to change that. And I hope they change that. I doubt they will. But who knows, maybe they will. And I know some quote-unquote sneakerheads are totally going to disagree with me because they like how a shoe is rare and limited and that's part of the rush they get from shoes. But me, I'm all about the shoes and wearing the shoes and, you know, the whole connection with basketball and the players and the shoes and me being a fan. So I'm not your typical sneakerhead. I'm not your typical collector, I think. I'm more or less more into the sport, the connection, and also the fashion of the shoes. I'm not your typical collector, I think. So some will definitely disagree. Some are going to say, oh, I love the rarity. I would hate to see, you know, that shoe being a regular release. That would be so whack. Everyone would have the same shoe. That would be so corny. Like, I know there's people that think that, but I'm not one. To me, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? There's so many shoes out there that if you want to stand out and be unique, you just don't wear the shoe when it first released. You let it marinate, and when you don't see too many people rocking it, that's when you break out the shoe. So, you know, just because a shoe is a GR, it doesn't take away from a shoe. And I think that they should have made, like, LeBron's, like, historic shoes that he's done amazing things in regular releases. You know, I don't think that they should be limited releases. That's just my opinion. And with like the LeBron 10 that just released the championship pack shoe, if they wanted to make it like some limited release, they should have just released it in Miami for the people of Miami. If they wanted to make it limited like that, they should have just focused on that city, because it would have made, you know, people outside of Miami not so upset about not getting the shoe. You know what I mean? If it was just Miami, people outside of Miami would be like, oh, you know, I understand. He's showing love to his city. Limited run in Miami. But by making the pack worldwide, makes you feel like, damn, I wish I was able to get that shoe. I'm a fan of LeBron James. That's just my opinion, though. Leave your comments, though. Let me know what you think about the whole topic. Hit the thumbs up button if you love what I'm doing. Shout out to Roughneck for the T. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to all the supporters out there. Leave your comments. Check out my blog, thesneakeraddict.com, morning, noon, and night like clockwork. And with that said, I'll be back really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Bump.